Oh, good morning there, my lovelies, and yeah, you can tell the alcohol's been taking effect all bloody week. I'm fine, live it, shut up. So, BBPN, Season 10 here. We are now doing the Week 5 review. I'm crashing it in early there because, good God, was this an exciting week there. I'm going to have a lot of talk about it there because, God, have we got developments. Oh, good gravy, Miss Golly. Or was that something else? Anyway, let's get on to the review there, shall we? So let's start it off here with Panda Division, because good golly Miss Molly here. This is going to be one of the main divisions here where many interesting things happen that this was the critical week here. Week 5. We can't deny it here. Week 5, this might have changed everything for several firms. Let's go and start the review here. Let's go first here on one of the most handsome men here we actually have down here south of the border. Yes, it's Cadet Tank and the Warp Cheese Getters here. Yep, Underworld here. Still an extremely low TV, but remember, that is the plan. No, seriously, that's the plan, because remember, he's got a Knuckles Altis. So this is how he plays this firm. And reviewing the firm here, as you can see, again, the Troll's just not achieving anything there. Mind you, he's not too caring about that. It's not part of the, narrative and the plan here. This is a problem here. The thrower's now out of action. Oh, well, fine, he'll come back later on here. Storm Vermin, one doing the business, the other one, well, maybe not here. Now he's got exactly the player he wants. Yep, he's got a big end Gobbo, and meanwhile, 4 fan factor, 1 team reroll. He's not out of it yet. In fact, he's still a diabolical threat here. Match week 6 is going to decide, does he go on to the next round, or is he going to the Hooligan Division? And he hasn't figured that out yet himself. I don't think his firm's figured it out either. Oh, God. This one needs a lot of talking about here. Sisters of the Leaf Wolfowl. What happened? What the fuck? Notice the TV. This used to be much higher, but, now you're going to review what's left of the firm. And they're not going out for nails. Take a look at the casualties that happened in the last match here. 3 reroll, clearly an apothecary who is not only a fan, but he's contracted the Dr. Helix Apothecary Guild. Because, notice the problems here. Alright, both catchers are still alive, one's got blodge. As you can see here, he did take the advice, he's expanded to the 2 catcher roster here. Still no thrower. This lady's still having to do it all here. And you can see, she's getting more skill points. So she is doing it, but she's got no fucking choice here. Meanwhile, the blodge is crippled, so she's out an extra game, and she's even a movement decrease. So the rest of the line woman just getting pounded. But here's the other crippling damage. Notice something. There's only 3 blitzers left. Yes, one is dead, and that was the star of all things. And the other one is crippled. So he's out 2 fucking blitzers next game. Oh, like I said, week 5, a cruel week for the sisters there. A very cruel week. And let's take a look at the team that did the damage there. They did the dirty, alright. Sand Destroyers. Let's be honest here. He's been due a game like this all the while. And it's against Amazons of all things. What a game he had here. He still has skill ups. The AG3 Skeleton, he's got a skill up. This is an awkward conversation to have here. He has the entire world in front of him depending on what the skill up is, depending on how he wants to play here. He can just buy it sure hands, and there he goes. He has a dedicated ball carrier who can work. And then if he gets another AG increase, he absolutely takes it. What a bizarre situation to be in here. We're going to be really curious what it is. Does he want to make it a sure hands? Maybe. It would then give him 2 really good dedicated ball carriers, especially one, and for Khemri, that's gold. Yes, he only moves 5. Yes, he's just a lousy skeleton in there, but you've got the Tomb Guardians, lads. It's a thought. It's honestly a thought there. However, it's all still going to come down to what does he buy for his skill roll. It depends what the skill roll is. He hasn't rolled it yet. And meanwhile, he's got another skeleton coming up. Alright, here, because you've got the numbers here, unless you buy something spectacular or come up with a weird tactic, it's dirty player or kick. Pick one of the 2. That's likely what you're looking at here. 3 team rerolls, 3 fan factor. He is back in business. Alright, let's take a look here. The other lad here. Dead Pirate, No Skull. Very entertaining firm. It's definitely been a delight watching this Necro Skirm. Skirmish, evolve, and do the business. Alright, 2 werewolves. They're doing great. These lads doing great. Give them a little yiff on the tummy there. They've absolutely deserved it here. Flesh golems. One will block. That's good. The other one, he's working on it. That's fine indeed. The 2 whites. Now you're starting to see where his thinking's coming in there. He's got the one with guard, and of course he's now got the one with tackle, of course. It's working well. 3 rerolls, 4 fan factor. He's definitely developing here. He's finally got a ghoul on board. The ghoul's got something, so he's changing strategy slightly on the fly here. Zombies, there's not much really to say about them here. They're just, you know, doing what they do best there. Just getting beat up all day long here. It's been impressive to watch the firm, though, as it develops there. So they will definitely be a threat near the end. Oh, Finhell. Oh, ogres. Oh, boy, 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 boy. Alright, let's take a look at this firm here. Let's see what the ogres are doing. Well, nothing really new other than, I hate to say it, but that is actually an improvement. No, seriously, that's an improvement. You've got some bodies, finally. However, it's still, you've only got the 4 starting ogres you started with. You have not been able to evolve that any better, but you do have money. 2 rerolls, Apothecary, 1 fan factor. We're going to have to work on this. He's a work in progress here. Now, is he a spoiler for the last 2 weeks? I guess we're going to have to take a look at his schedule, see what might actually happen there. Who knows? Alright, yeah, the Dallas Dead Boys here. Again, Nuffles Bitch is another nickname we have for this fine lad. Don't get me wrong, I love him. I still think he is standalone one of the best coaches I've seen. Unfortunately, Nuffle doesn't seem to like him very much because, let's face it, he's one of the better coaches I've ever seen. Thus, Nuffle, so I won't speak any more about this, alright? Okay, because it seems to be jinxing you and I apologise. No, really, sincerely, I apologise. You all see the cast. If I mention it, it's a jinx. So there you go. Alright, Yiffy Mutz here. I love this lad. I love him. He's a really good boy. And the other one's tagging along, no problem here. I do expect 3rd skill by the end of the first round of the season here. I expect a 3rd skill. Flesh Golems, same debate, doing well. This is going to be great when he gets a 2nd skill there. Then he's really going to go to town, if you know what I mean here. The whites, doing the job. The zombie, see, he's got the kick. That is the nice little subtle difference he's already got there. That is giving him a lot more control of where the ball is actually going here. 3 rerolls, 4 fan factor, Necromancer. And he's going to be one of the teams also to beat here. Alright, the superstar of this division. Alright, I'm stoking your ego, but you deserve it, lad. Alright, this is the superstar team. For this division, here's who you've got to beat. Alright, yes, it is the Wealthy Berry Ferry here. Look at the TV build up here, and you'll start to see why. Now, of course, remember the Carnage? They're still doing the job. That's the Wood Elf crew, apparently. The Wood Elf slaves he uses for his team. I love it. And then, meanwhile, the rest of the linemen doing the job. He's now got the runner starting to do more evolutions here. And again, the wrestle and the dump off. It is proving to be an absolutely brilliant top tier, nice combination. And it's working. It is really working here. And meanwhile, everyone just keeps doing. Now, the calendar girl, she's still trying to get his stride. I get it, but it has given you some different tactics and some different ideas of what your firm can do here. But the blitzers are solid gold, purely all the way. 3 rerolls, Apothecary, fan factor. I don't know who's going to stop them. I really don't. And meanwhile here, the Gooder boys, yeah, Skaven firm who've just, it's not been this season. It happens, it means it's a learning season, okay? Because as I've discussed before, and I'll just repeat and stress in there, it's not your fault, lad. Every coach has a season where it's just not there. And it's not you being the problem, it's Nuffle and your firm, alright? You take it as a learning season. I've been bottom of the season before myself here. So, you play and you learn. It actually gives you a bit of freedom, if you think about it, to try something a little bit more thrilling. Maybe it works, or maybe it doesn't there. See? You don't have pressure. That's probably your biggest advantage. So, think of it that way there, lad. Think of it that way. The Good Runners. Well, it's going to be great to see what happens with this lad when he gets his next skill there. He's either going to take the mutation, or he's going to come up with something else. Like I said, experimentation. You might want to come up with something there. The rest of the firm, like I said, there's nothing to write home about there. It's showing you what the underperformance of the firm has actually been here. 3 rerolls, Apothecary. It's just the 11 players. Alright, let's go and take a look at what the leaderboard actually is looking like now for Panda Division. 0 surprises, but as you can see, there's a loss finally there. So it has stumbled once. But that's alright. It's got his stride back. And look at the TV. Just dominating this division now at this point here. No surprises here due to the quality of the coach here. 3-1-1 for Underworld. They're right there. As I mentioned, you might be there right now at 3, but you're in trouble. That week was devastating. You are sincerely in trouble at this point here. Now, the measure of your quality is going to be where do you wind up. Because those next 2 games, they're going to be cruel. Goat Boy. It's like you're waiting for something here. Look, you're in the middle of the pack, that's fine. I do expect a little higher, but again, I won't mention and jinx it, alright? I really won't. Which means I've just jinxed it because I've brought it up. Can't win that one there. Alright. Necromantic Firm here. Again, middle of the pack. It's a little disappointing, but I get it. Because it's 2 draws, so in this division, it's disappointingly lower than it should be, but that's just the measure of the division. It really is. It's a tough division. Kenry, well, that was a good solid win. You're back in the thicky of it there. I've got good expectations for you. We'll see how your schedule looks like for the next game. Ogres, well, you're the spoiler now. You are absolutely the spoiler firm. Can you do anything? And as for the Gooder Boys, like I said, you're now in an experimentation season. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule there. No, disappoint you on the scores there. Don't care. It doesn't matter to me here. Gooder Boys, the Dead Pirate Roll No Skull. That's a tough one there for you, lad. That's a tough one there. Be willing to experiment. See what happens there. Dead Pirate Roll No Skulls. You should likely win that there, but keep an eye out there. Remember, it's Skaven. Trixies there is. Trixies. Well, that's going to be a slugfest, isn't it there? Yep, the Ogres and the Kenry. The Kenry did not want that matchup. They really did not at this point when they're finally getting some momentum going. And the flip side is, that's where now the Ogres come in as a spoiler, because he can actually just jape his shite the hell away. This is possibly the worst matchup the sisters could get at this point here. No, 100%, this is your fucking nightmare. And you drew them. I'll send you a fruit basket when it's done. And last but not least here, of course, Wealthy Berry Fairy versus the Walt Cheese Ghettos. Alright, this is an interesting game to call here. It's any given Sunday. It's the best way to describe it there. Dark Elves, you know what my expectations of you are there. But I know what this lad can do, and look at the TV differential going in. It's nearly 500, maybe even more there. That's going to be a weird game when it comes to inducements. A very weird game. Whew. So yeah, that is the Panda Division all reviewed for you there. And now let's go over to the next one, shall we? Alright, now we got the Hammer Time division here, and oh, good golly Miss Molly, again week 5 was a critical week for some of these firms. Let's start it off here with a bang here, Cemetery Gates here, right Ogre. Your Scooting Undead is continuing to show people up here. It's been wonderful to watch there, okay? I want to get to cast all your games, but I do check in on them there, and it's the boffo, lad. It's absolutely the boffo. Real fucking horror show, if you know what I mean. Mummies, both have God. Great development. It's basic, it's casual, but it's fitting his narrative of how he's playing his firm. Nothing ever wrong with it there, because that's what they are. They are the power pivots. Of course, the 2 whites, one with blodge, one with tackle. It's doing great. The Scooting Bastards. Yeah, there we go. The Ghoul Friends. Here's what's going to get scary here, lad. Once they pop the second skill, do you have an idea? Don't spoil it for me, alright? Because I'm looking forward to finding out as a surprise, alright? Yeah, it's like surprise butt sex. Best kind of sex there is out there. 3 rerolls, 4 fan factor, and just cruising along. I've got nothing there all that. Oh yeah, I'm watching you there because, like I said, you are one of the teams to beat here for this division here in Hammer Time. All right, next one here. The Gozards. All right, again, it's like you're looking for something here. But, you know, we can see the development is coming along. All right, finally, Second Saurus has got block. It took a while, but you finally got it there. Your Cruxor is your miracle boy. He really is. He is the Samsonite just Delta Airlines crashing on a road near you and hopefully crashing on the opponents because that's fucking fantastic. And it's why he's getting all your SPP. It doesn't surprise me at all here, but you've noticed anytime he fails something, something goes a little off here. And then, of course, the Skinks, all right, they're starting to develop some skills. Hopefully, you're starting to get a little bit more used to how Skinks works, a.k.a. goblins on rollerblades. Once you embrace that concept, you're magic here. 2 team rerolls, Apothecary, 2 fan factor. Like I said, you're work in progress in there. I expect you to do better as the last 2 games go on here. Oh, straight from the underworld there, T-squared. Oh, the wonders continue with you here. 1060. And let's take a look here at what the firm is doing. There is no pun he will not inflict on you as the game goes on. Trolls, not really doing much. Again, not what he's expecting. He doesn't really fucking care, because here's where the magic is. Jump up on the Skaven Blitzer. He's got an idea. Not what you think he thinks. Then again, no one knows what he thinks. You know, who'd want to go in there? Ooh, it's scary in there. And the other one, of course, has got the mighty blow. Alright, well, the thrower, he took a strength decrease. It happens. It's not critical to you there, but it is a bit of a pain in the ass, isn't it there? Do you get rid of him? It's late in the season. That's up to you here. That's really up to you there. Maybe not. It just means he's not getting in the dunny. Okay, meanwhile, you've got your replacement thrower already coming online here, so that's fine. So you bench him, you wait till you actually need someone surgical for certain situations. And then, of course, there's the lineman there with the 2 heads, doing a great job. The other one's got Rassled, he's doing great. The Wonder Lads. This is fan-fucking-tastic. Now, yeah, he ate a movement decrease. Do you fire him? You see, and don't worry, he thinks this himself here. There's the rest of his problem. Where are the rest of them? Awkward. Yeah, it's definitely been awkward there. But he does magic with what he's got, and that's all that matters there. His firm believes in their coach. All right, that is clear. I just wish Nuffle believed in him. All right, 3 team rerolls, Apothecary, and plenty of fan factor there. He definitely entertains here. All right, couldn't think of a name there. Like we said, it was the Black Orc experiment. It didn't work. Oh, well, lessons learned. Like I said, if you end up with a team here that's got 1 lad carrying the team and it's a lineman, you know something had gone wrong that season. I've got nothing, lad. I got nothing. All right. Oh, yes, the halflings that wonder, titillate, and you don't know which halfling firm is showing up which fucking Sunday here. The trees. Trees are doing fine. They're slowing down. But the coach knows that. They're so busy throwing flings, they're not throwing punches. But he knows that. And then the fling problem. Yeah, here's the fling problem because his 2 best players are both cripples. One an AG decrease, the other a movement decrease, and he can't fucking fire them. Because they're blodges. You can't fucking fire them. And that's going to be frustrating to no fucking end. As for the rest of the lads, well, he's got more damage getting picked up in here. 2 rerolls of Apothecary, 8 fan factor. Yep, it's happened. He finally dropped 1. It's not surprising there. But they'll soldier on. Are they the spoiler team of this division? 100% they're the spoiler team. And meanwhile, let's go take a look here. The Chuffs. Oh, we fucking hate the Chuffs. So, up team value. It's crawling its way up here. Let's take a review at this firm. Yay! Finally a score on the Bill Centaur. Don't worry, it took you long enough, but at least it's there. Now you're on your way. I agree. That took a while there. The other one was got an MVP and nothing else. Got to work on it. The Hobgoblins. Well, now you've realised what the Hobgoblins need to actually do for your firm here. And it's called not stand in the fucking front line. They're the ball control. You've got that now figured out. There you go. And I'll be the first to admit, even I would be disappointed in this here. They're just not performing, are they here? It has been a slow season. One's got gone. 2 rerolls, Apothecary, 4 fan factor. You're probably not where you should be. That's basically, that simplifies things right there. Alright, the Dwarves. Alright, 12:30. Storm's doing his business here. They're developing like a typical Dwarf team. They really are. Now, this is actually pretty good there. He's got Blodge on the Blitzer. Well done, bravo. He's a nimble little bastard for the young age of 103. Got guard on the other Blitzer. See, now you see what his thinking is. It's a mobile cage is what he wants there because he's got all the guard. He's busted ass. You don't fucking care. He's a dwarf. Here he goes. Right fucking center. Never anywhere else. That's all he fucking does. And, of course, he's got block on the one runner. Now, observation, lad. One runner. Seriously, you've only got one. You might need a backup, but you've got the money, and it's clear you're thinking about it. So, I could be wrong. Maybe it's not your play style. Maybe you just want to spend it somewhere else there. It's fine. It is my subtle insight. You want a backup runner. Because it's dwarves. Because I hate to admit it, dwarves, for all their domination, really do lack mobility. And the problem is that's where the runners come in. Right now, let's face it, your blitzers are really carrying that jape. They're really carrying it on their shoulders. But, another runner would kind of... Look at it this way, lad. If he gets knocked out, what are you replacing him with? Now do you see where my logic is? Think about it. I could be wrong. That's true. It's your firm. But it maybe at least have him on the bench. Alright, that's my thought. 3 rerolls, Apothecary, and of course 3 fan factor. Like I said, it could be better. But they had one hell of a start to this season. A bad one. But alright, they seem to have gotten their stubble going here. And now the Sweetheart, the other team to beat in this bloody division here. The Sovereign. The Nurgles are doing magic this year. 1270 TV here. Let's take a look at this absolutely stunning firm. And yeah, Fluffy, you now have a problem. No, not Fluffy himself or the coach. Everybody else in the division. He's got the stand firm. So even the red die uphill, just to shove him the fuck off, doesn't work. He has bought the key skill. Strength upgrade with stand firm. You fucking hate him. You utterly fucking hate him. Cool, don't you miss the old days there when stand firm meant if you failed a break tackle, you stayed standing up. Don't you miss that old rule? Wish they changed it back. It'd be funny. Alright, Nurgle Warriors. Now he's got 2 with block. He's doing great. Absolutely bloody great there. Pastor Gauls. While they're working on it, as you can see, there's a slight problem there. Yeah, he had to fire one. The one who is the fucking star of his team fired. Well, no surprise there. At least the other one's working on it. And then the Rodders. Does it fucking care? In fact, actually notice that he's got one rudder there with a double movement decrease. Busted ass knees, boy ass. He's out there with a walk again. Come on, I can still take him. Reminds me of some of those old players that used to play for Manchester United there. What are they? Spry young age of 39. You end your career, you fucking... It's like watching Messi, trying to do his magic. He can't do it anymore. He really can't. 2 rerolls, 5 fan factor. Oh, alright. Let's take a look at the leaderboard to see how they're all dividing here. Now, again, as we talked about here, Cemetery Gates, they are really the team to have to beat this season here. They're still right on top there. As you can see, they haven't kicked in the latest result. We are waiting on that one there because, yes, they played the Halflings. I think we know how that one worked out. Nurgle, you're in a brilliant spot there. Undefeated there. You're the other big worry. Then Underworld, T-Squared. No, honestly, this is not a surprise whatsoever there. Like I said, this firm has belief in their coach, and the coach has belief in them. It shows every fucking game. Up until the whistle blows, you have no idea if he's won it or not. And that's a threat. It really is there. The Dwarfs, you're doing better. You go off to a horrible start, you're doing better. Carry on there, lad. Carry on. The Lizards. Again, you had a weird start. You really did have a weird start here. You've taken losses, and you've heard the advice here from the channel here. Keep readjusting. Keep practicing there. I expect to see you up here later on, alright? But we'll see how your matchups look. Chorfs, same description there. I expect you higher. You being down here, that's not where you're supposed to be. It really is not where you're supposed to be here. Halflings, okay, you are where you're supposed to be. In fact, you're not all the way down here, but that's because of the talent and the madness of the coach. Like I said, those 3 blowjobs for every thrown halfling there, it's doing wonders for him, isn't it? Alright, let's take a look at the schedule there. And you know, that is going to be the match to watch there. Yep, Sovereign versus Cemetery Gates. The 2 biggies are about to go at it here. Any given Sunday. That is an any given Sunday game. We have no idea who's going to win that. It's like, how would you put it there? You almost feel like you're about to see one of the major playoff Final Four games right here. This is going to be a preview. Just watch. That will be a preview. This is a more critical game than you'd really think it is, but it really is. You're going to now see, have the Dwarves figured out their missteps and are going to move on? Lizards, same answer. You need to win that game there. You can't take a tie. You need to win this. Same answer, unfortunately. So, oh yeah, that's going to be a battle royale there. Advice for the Dwarves, floating picket. And don't be surprised the Dwarves have to take a bit of risk here and there. But don't worry. I've seen this coach. He can do that occasionally. So, but as for the luggage, Bill Bexley speed. Look it up. I wouldn't know normally how to call that. Normally I would say what a bias would say, but I hate to say it here. It's going to be who trusts his firm more. Alright, that is going to decide that game. Who trusts in his firm? And that will decide that one there. And there, you know, the Halflings will do a win. I'm serious. The Halflings are so fucking due a win. That's bound to be a win right there. Okay, well, we got one last division there. Oh, God, it's that one, isn't it? And what another fuck job this division's becoming here. Oh, lordy, love a duck here. Tasman Division finished up week number 5 here. There's probably not many surprises, really, but it was definitely a week that shook things up here for a couple of firms. Let's take a look here. Now, the first firm we're going to take a look at is, with no surprise, top of the league and having a laugh. 1390 TV. This is starting to get spectacular. And they're maxed out on the money they can hang on to here. This is becoming dangerous. The Pro Elves just go from win to fucking win here. Strong arm on the thrower. Of course he rolls a double and it gets a strength thing. It's absolutely the perfect skill for him there. There is no throw he cannot make. Unless he rolls a double 1. Which we've seen this coach do. If you think he is absolutely blessed with horseshoes up his ass here, no. It's talent, alright? I'm going to keep stressing that. Talent is why he's here. And also, for once, Nuffle has reached down from the clouds and finally given him a courtesy reach around after fucking seasons, okay? The Blitzer, Jackie, dangerous as ever there. He's now got a double guard on Rick Monday, so yeah, he's got a guard. And on Pro Elves, God, that is so fucking dangerous there. Pee-wee Reese there, Dodge, AG5, you've seen him, you'll never see him again. As soon as you see him, he's got the calico and boom, gone. The rest of the team, it's just developing beautifully. Again, this is the funny part. He's got a blitzer, it does nothing. Why? Well, the rest of the team does all the work. He just stands around and just looks pretty. He's so pretty and strutty and clean. That's pretty much it there. Catch of a blood. You're not stopping him anytime soon either, Sunshine. And he's got Wrestle on with the line, so he has options. 3 rerolls, Bothgary, 4 fan factor. I don't think anyone's fucking stopping him this season. He might be the first clean sheet, pretty much there. 7-0-0 by the end of the season. And at least by the end of the first round of it anyway. Alright, Vought, the Bone Street crew. As you're discovering, Camry is fun, aren't they? Oh, they really are there. About 1100 TV here. Let's take a look at the firm. He's back to 11 players. And, well, we can see he's bought the skill he absolutely 100% had to buy there. Yep. Kick-off return. It's what you need to buy. The other thrower has got block. And 2 rerolls, 5 fan factor. It's a ponderous team. Expect to be just middle of the pack there. There's no other advice to give there until you start earning more skill ups there. Your Tomb Guardians, they just... You've got the two of the Mighty Blow, but the other two, are they performing? Yeah. But that's the problem with Khemri, isn't it, there? Because they don't have to start with Mighty Blow, alright? You know, it's one of those weird trade-offs there, which you're discovering. You really are discovering. Oh, now these cunts. Alright, Lancers Crap United. Fucking chorfs. Alright, let's take a look at how this bloody firm is doing. Well, they're underperforming. Let's be blunt. The firm is 100% underperforming. And it's not doing anything there. So they've definitely stalled out. I blame the coach. He's a complete moron. No surprises. 2 team rerolls. But the 7 fan factor, I don't know who the fuck's cheering for him. I know I'm not. You know? Complete wanker. Alright, let's get out of that one there. And now, good old Fend request here. Well, the Bretonnians, we had this discussion here in the last 2 weeks here. You are on a recovery drive because of how deadly your first couple, and you can blame the Norse for that one there. Bravo, the Norse completely fucked your shite for this season. But you're doing your best to recover. Let's take a look at the firm then. Again, he's only got 90k, so he's got a problem. Again, it's still a problem. He's just not making money. Now, the Yeomen, they're doing what they can. This is called the coach having to realise that his firm's in trouble. He needs to make some magic happen here. Because since the death of blitzes that kept happening to him there, he hasn't really recovered. Now, he's finally got an AG increase on Sir Mains a lot on there. Alright, so now he can start getting some magic going here. Here's the person who gets the ball. He gets it to them. They score. Repeat, rinse, repeat. Or maybe even to these lads here. But again, as bizarre as it sounds like, he's lacking actual bodies, aka he actually does need the peasants. I know it's bizarre, ask Griff, but he needs peasants. Problem is, he's trying to replace the dead Blitzer. And I get it. I totally get it there. You're now already having to, and it's the measure of the coach, readjust how you're coming and thinking of this firm here. Like I said, I'm going to be curious how you do your next 2 weeks there. It's going to be the measure of you, of how it goes. Alright, Lander, the most handsome man at Cape we've ever seen, of Mice and Nim. After the embarrassment they had the last time, because everything went fuck wrong there against the Pro Elves. This week, better. Definitely better. 1100 TV in there, and you can see the Gutter Runners, yep, they're back in business. And once again, they're back to producing. So I've got fine things. The Thrower, well, he's the new one. Now he's got work to do to catch up there. Line Rats, don't fucking care. And the Storm Vermin, this is disappointing. One of them should have skilled by this point here, but it shows you where the TV go and basically what's happened. He's stalled a week. Now he's trying to have a recovery week, and it's working so far. 4 reroll, well, fan factor. 3 rerolls, yada 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 yada. Yeah, that pixel sticks. Alright. Yodelee to Valhalla, the Norse and RX. 1300 TV, so the team's developing. God, is it ever developing? Are they winning? We'll take a look at what's going on with this firm. Fantastic thrower. That is the dream come true there. AG4 increase. He's got the runner with blodge. Absolutely fantastic there. Now he's finally got pounding it there. And meanwhile, the rest of the firm, he's got the one block there and the one Ufer. For the other one, well, someday he'll become a real player. And of course, a nice little diverse. He's even got an extra Dauntless on a runner. Or not. No, he's a replacement. He's a new one. Oh, he did finally buy the second runner. Right, bravo. I hadn't noticed. Well, I do now. Alright, see? I'm not just thinking as you drunk I am. He's got the kick. Great choice. And, of course, the tackle. Apothecary. 3 team rerolls. 3 fan factor. You're probably middle of the pack, though, because this is a weird fucking division, isn't it, there? And then again, all the divisions have got the strangest. But this one... things have been going really sideways for a lot of firms there. So week 6, week 7, we'll see how you develop on those ones here. Alright, meanwhile, the Whiteheads. Yes, this is one Nurgle team that's just, as we mentioned, there's always one team where it doesn't matter what the coach does, the firm just doesn't have it. And it happens. So now you're into your experimentation season. Break tackle. Well, it's because of how he uses his beast. So that makes perfect sense there. There's nothing wrong with the skill. It is the right one considering how he's trying to use his Fluffy. But like I said, he's not getting reward for the risk. And we've seen you play there, lad. It's your counterattack, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You've got nothing wrong with that. Again, it's It's your positioning. But you're getting better. It's the same compliment. It is getting better. And again, it's Nurgle. Nurgle is tricky. They really are, when they rate the teams, Nurgle should be a 4.5 to 5 stars for difficulty. They really are one of the most difficult firms to run. Because it really takes an extra layer of thinking positional. It really does. You know? As for the rest of the firm, there's nothing else too much to talk about there. And it's a firm waiting for next season. And here we go. The Thunder of Down Under here. The Orcs under Panda. 1190 TV. The Orcs are finally getting the strut going, aren't they? It took long enough. Yeah, the Blitzers are finally starting to perform here. He's got the one Black Orc with just block, and the rest of them, totally nothing. Which is bizarre, you know, because it's... No, really, you've got two who got absolutely nothing. You think even they've just do a stone of MVP here. And the thrower, well, he's got work to do. I hate to say it, you need the thrower to get a skill. And for your team, he might need kickoff return before block. No, seriously, he might need kickoff return. Maybe. That's a hard one to call in this division, isn't it there? Because I've seen you... You're definitely now, you're embracing the mobility, and you're embracing learning, be aware where your players are by positions. And that's fine, okay? Again, it's the same critique and constructive, because we love you know, talk about, it's all about positioning. That's Cadet. It really can come down all the positioning there. You know, he's had a game recently. One position he forgot to do cost him the entire game. It was very frustrating, and it's what happens. 3 rerolls, Apothecary, 2 Fan Factor. Let's review what the standings are looking like here, and yep, 0 surprises. Guess surprise. They're number 1. Is anyone gonna dethrone them? I don't think so. I seriously don't. This is the season for them there. It's gonna take to maybe the second round, let alone the playoffs. Alright, it's going to be that there. They're right where they expect to be. Cunts. Alright, meanwhile, Hammer Time, you're hanging on for dear life. You're staying near the top, which is impressive considering how battered and bruised your team is. Again, measure of the coach. This is it. You're right up here. That's your measure. Your quality, it's found good. Alright. Which is appropriate for Bretonians. Alright, from my submit, like I said, you've shown good character there because you had a terrible game you've recovered. Now you got some work to do here. Middle of the pack's fine considering what you've been through here, but by the end of the season you better be up here in the top 3. Alright, that's where you should be. Yodeling to Valhalla. You know, you're in the middle of the pack there in a very tough division there. Nothing to be ashamed of. Aim to stay in the middle. Just aim for the middle. You'll be fine. Kenry, you've got a problem this season here. Now, don't worry. It's a win, a draw, 2 losses here. And like we said, was a division that is absolutely bizarre, beyond bizarre. This might be a realistic, just aim to be in here. We'll see how your next games go here. All right, Thunder Down Under here. Get going, get going, get going. I gotta just keep the chart going. You are way underperforming. However, anyone who's watched any of his games there knows, Snuffle, thy name is cunt. That's learning positioning. Because now and then, you've seen it, there's games, if he had paid attention to the position, he wins. But since he didn't, he ends up inflicting it on himself. And it's unfortunate. It's a hard way to learn, isn't it? It really is. And as here, there's bound to be a win in there somewhere, or at least a draw. Alright, it's your learning season. Just say the blocks are off. You got no stress. Go have fun. Experiment. Do something crazy. And who knows, you might even get a miracle result out of that one there. Alright, let's look at the upcoming schedule here. Bone Strike Crew versus Yodeling to Valhalla. What a bizarre. The Glass Cannons versus the Kenry. And here I was telling both you firms you just want to aim for the middle. Well, I'll tell you this. Neither you want to draw. Go for the win. He's got the Bill Bexley speed. Make good use of that Dauntless here. And just take it to him there. As for the Bone Street Screw, you better hope he's AV7 that day. You better fucking hope. But if he's not, you've got a problem. of Moise and Nim. Alright, this is a game you need to absolutely win. You absolutely can win. But as for the Whiteheads, here's a subtle advice here. You Nurgle. Skaven hate you. Skaven absolutely fucking hate you. Concentrate on your positioning. You've got them. That could be a 1-0 win for you there. Pay attention to your positioning. It might be the toughest game you ever play, but you win, it's going to be the most satisfying. Okay. Phone request versus the Thunder Down Under. You know what? I love you, Panda, but you're not winning. You're really not there. The Bretonians are the one team that can jack your shape up here. So here's the trick for how the Ogres, how the Orcs actually beat them. Positioning, positioning, positioning. You know, I'm serious. Free floating safety. Spread your line out a little bit there. Force him to come to you. Because remember, how many loners is he fielding? Ah. Now you see what I'm getting at there. I still think you're losing it though, but you know what? Give him hell, lad. Give him hell. And there's the matchup everyone's waiting for week 6. That is absolutely the matchup. I never thought I'd ever hear this pass from my lips, but everyone's wishing the best for the Chorfs. No, 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 no. Whew. So, that was week number 5 of BBPN Season 10. As mentioned there, this was a rather shattering week for some firms there. And now we're going to discover the measure of certain coaches there. Are they going to find a way to climb their way back to the top, or are they in a load of trouble? It's all going to come down to, do they find it? Do they dig deep and pull back the layers? Or if they got problems and they're going to have to try and fix it in desperation for week number 7. And as you saw, we've got a couple of the spoiler teams coming up there. So, yeah, good luck to you all there. And Novel, bless your dice.